Hello everybody, welcome to my course Learn 200 Words starting with the letter A to Z. Course Overview. This course is meant for students planning to appear for the TOEFL, IELTS, SAT, GRE exams or anyone who wishes to improve their English vocabulary in the next 3 months. Lesson Plan. The entire course will deal with words from the letter A to Z. Each lesson will cover 20 words. So from lesson 1 to 10 in the letter H, you will build 200 words to your vocabulary pyramid. By the time you reach the letter Z, you will be richer by 5,200 words. A little bit about me. My name is Salma. I teach spoken English and business communications. I love to travel. I read books and grow my own food. You could write to me on the link provided above with your comments, suggestions and feedback. I would love to hear from you all. Why is learning vocabulary important? Without sufficient understanding of words, students cannot understand others or express their own ideas. How does this benefit you? The more vocabulary words you know, the better you're able to comprehend. By comprehend, I mean understand what other people are telling you, and in return, you convey to them what you feel in the vocabulary that you learn in these lessons. Before we start, let us enjoy the entertaining side of the English language. For this series, I've chosen a game which says 5 clues, 1 word challenge. That's the name of the game, which means 5 clues are given. You have to think of the word. It is a challenging game that will sharpen your mind and also probably get you detective skills. The question is 5 clues: bus, basketball, vehicle, football, class. Listen again: bus, basketball, vehicle, football, class. The answer will be given at the end of this lesson. So think about what these 5 words could mean, and you have to choose only one word which could match all these 5 words. So keep thinking. 3 easy steps to learn. Read, define, use in a sentence. When I say read, pay attention to the spelling and the pronunciation of the word. When I say define, listen to the usage and the meaning of the word. I will be making sentences for all the words I teach, but I'm sure you can string words and make better sentences yourself. First word, HEIFER, is a noun, which means a cow that has not borne a calf. So in a sentence it will read, farmers can raise heifers for dairy or for meat. Heinous is an adjective, which means very bad and shocking. So in a sentence it will read, a heinous crime is very evil or wicked. Hemorrhage is a noun, which means the rupture of a blood vessel. In a sentence, it will read, he suffered a massive hemorrhage of the brain. Hemorrhoids is a noun, which means a swollen vein or group of veins in the region of the anus. So in a sentence, it will read, learn all about hemorrhoids, including the symptoms and causes on the internet. Henchman is a noun, which means someone who does unpleasant or illegal things for a powerful person. So in a sentence it will read, the dictator's henchmen were fierce. Henpeck is a verb, meaning continually criticize and order about. In a sentence it will read, I've heard she often henpecks her husband. Heptagon is a noun, which means a plane figure with 7 straight sides and angles. In a sentence it will read, in geometry, a heptagon is a 7-sided polygon or 7-gon. Heptarchy is a noun, which means a state or region consisting of 7 autonomous regions. So in a sentence, it will read, in reality, the end of the heptarchy was a gradual process. Herbaceous is an adjective which means denoting or relating to herbs. So in a sentence, it will read, ginger is a herbaceous tropical perennial. Herbarium, noun, which means a collection of preserved plant specimens and associated data used for scientific study. In a sentence, it will read, Helen has built me a herbarium. Herbivore is a noun, an animal that feeds on plants. In a sentence, it will read, a herbivore is an animal that gets its energy from eating plants and only plants. Hypotension is a noun, which means abnormally low blood pressure. In a sentence, it will read, hypotension is low blood pressure. Heredity is a noun, which means the passing on of physical or mental characteristics genetically from one generation to another. In a sentence, it will read, the passage of biological traits or characteristics from parents to offspring through the inheritance of genes is called heredity. Heresy is a noun, which means opinion profoundly at odds with what is generally accepted. In a sentence, it will read, Huss was burned for heresy. Heretic is a noun, which means a person holding an opinion at odds with what is generally accepted. In a sentence, it will read, however, heretic can also be used in a non-religious way to mean someone whose ideas go against the norm. Heritage, noun, which means a special or individual possession, an allotted portion. In a sentence, it will read, they had stolen his grandfather's heritage. Hernia is a noun, which means the abnormal exit of tissue or an organ. So in a sentence, it will read, a hernia is a medical condition which is often caused by strain or injury. Hesitant is an adjective, slow in acting or speaking. So in a sentence, it will read, she took a hesitant step towards the door. Heterodox is an adjective, which means not conforming with accepted or orthodox standards or beliefs. In a sentence, it will read, his opinions have always been distinctly heterodox. Heterogeneity is a noun, which means the quality or state of being diverse in character or content. In a sentence, it will read, her study is on the genetic heterogeneity of human populations. Thank you for watching. Lesson 3 follows soon. If you have found this helpful, please rate, review and share this with your friends. Before we wrap up, let's go on to the 5 clues 1-word challenge game. The question was, the clues were bus, basketball, vehicle, football, class, and the answer is a coach. It can be a coach, which can refer to a bus, a basketball coach, a vehicle, which can be a coach, a football coach, or a class coach. So this word applies to all these clues. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.